senior cheerleaders, Captain Claire Avakian, escorted by Audra and Era Avakian and family. Captain Gracie Restuccia, escorted by Tony and Stephanie Restuccia. Captain Lily Carvalho, escorted by Mike, Kyla, and Lexi Carvalho. Monica Nichols, escorted by Alicia and Robert Nichols and family. And now for the football players. Our senior football captains. Number 2, Captain Austin Rodenheiser, escorted by Jen and Bill Rodenheiser and family. Captain Matthew Gimblett, escorted by Mary and Peter Gimblett and family. Number 9, Captain Max Morrow, escorted by Brenda and Mike Morrow and family. Recognize our remaining senior football players. Please welcome number 4, Liam Brannigan, escorted by Sharon and Gar Brannigan and family. Tommy Quinn, escorted by Tara and Kevin Quinn and family. Sam Faria, escorted by Consuelo and Fabricio Faria and family. Tyler Motter, escorted by Danielle and Ted Motter and family. Liam Mayra Nolan, escorted by Patricia, David, and Cameron Nolan. Number 23, Avery Traver, escorted by John and Maureen Traver and family. Number 37, Edward Daniels, escorted by Ed and Dorianne Daniels and family. Number 51, Will Clasby, escorted by Rachel Conroy and Paul Clasby. Sean Klein, escorted by Jean and Bill Klein and family. And finally, number 71, Liam Duras, escorted by Lindsay Duras. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we also pause to honor one of our own, Liam Duras, and his late father, Jamie Duras. Jamie was more than a devoted husband, father, and cherished friend. He was a coach in the truest sense of the word. To many of the young men on this field, he was one of their first mentors. Jamie was someone who didn't just teach the game, but shaped their character. He instilled in them the values of dedication, toughness, and sacrifice, not just for football, but for life. He taught his players how to fall, how to get back up, and how to stand tall on and off the field. Though Jamie lost his battle with cancer, his legacy lives on in the hearts and habits of the players he loved. His voice echoes in the huddle. His lessons live in their grit. His spirit runs with them tonight. So, as we watch these young men take the field, we celebrate not only their achievements, but the quiet, powerful influence of Coach Jamie Duras. Please join me in a moment of silence as we remember him with gratitude, with respect, and with love. Thank you. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, let us also honor our senior members of the Holliston High School Pep Band. On trombone, Allie Forbes. On flute, Bridget Doherty. And on clarinet, Ming Lei. Let's hear it one more time for all of our Holliston seniors, their families, and everything they have given to our school and community. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Hello and welcome to Kamitian Field in Holliston, Massachusetts on Thursday, October 9th for Sport View's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Football 2025. It's found only on Holliston Hub HCAT. Tonight the Panthers face the Hopkinton Hillers on Senior Night. My name is Tom Emmons and alongside is my co-host, the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, the Panthers face the Hillers for the Battle of H-Town on Senior Night. What do you expect to see from Holliston against Hopkinton tonight?
Well, here's what I expect from Holliston, Tom. That dominating defense, I think you're going to see a lot of that tonight. You're going to see a lot of running. I think we're going to see that continuous improvement. Those are the two words that I talk to Coach. Every time I talk to him, he keeps telling me about the offensive line and the defense. They keep getting continuous improvement. For that offensive line, get that running game going, get a little passing going, and really win this game. You know, this is the start of the league season now, so here's the deal tonight. There's two things you got to do. First of all, you want to win the league. To win the league, you got to win every one of these games. We know if you don't, then it's going to be a tie somewhere. So you got to win every one of these games, number one. And number two, as far as the playoffs go, right now you have a 0-point differential. You got to get that up.
Playoffs.
Playoffs. You got to win by at least 14 points if possible. So we want to win the game, number one, win by 14 points, number two. This team, I saw this team from Hopkinton, you know, they've got a quarterback, Alex Piccioli, that can run. He can throw the ball a little bit. They got some really good receivers. The guy to watch, though, is number 3, Patrice Petit Frere. And he's just an exciting player. He gets the ball in his hand. They try and get it to him as much as possible, and he does a really good job. So you want to watch them. I think our offense matches up well with their defense. Their defense plays pretty well sometimes against the pass. I saw the Whalen game, and Whalen did get some long passes on them. But they got some good athletes over there, so it's going to be a good game, I think.
It looks like the teams are still waiting. We got the Holliston team warming up. Hopkinton's not here to the field yet. We're going to wait for the come back with the opening kickoff in just a few moments.
Sounds good.
Captain's going out for the coin toss. Number 2, Austin Rodenheiser. Number 3, Matthew Gimlet. Number 4, Liam Brannigan. And number 9, Max Morrow. Hopkinton comes into this game with a record of 1-3. Their head coach is Mark Sanborn in his 5th season with the Hillers. His record, 19 wins against 30 losses. Holliston's record this year is 2-2. Mike Uroff is their head coach in his 2nd season with the Panthers. His record is 7-8. Panthers have dominated the series with the Hopkinton Hillers recently, winning 17 of the last 20 times these two teams have met.
Yeah, and some of the games have been very good, too. I mean, it's not there's some games where Holliston is really dominated, but there's other games where Hopkins is giving them a good game, and hopefully we'll get a good game tonight.
It's always big for the Battle of H-Town.
Yeah, that's right.
Won the toss.
Panthers have won 7 straight. Last year they won 34-7.
Hopkinton will receive the
But it'll be
kickoff.
a big contest tonight. Both teams psyched up. Good crowd on hand.
And it's senior night.
And it's senior night. 21 on the Hopkinton side, 13 on the Holliston side. We'll be back with the opening kickoff in just a few moments.
Chips and candy
So, Jay, I
are
got one question for you.
What's that?
Are you ready for some football?
Oh, I'm loving this.
Ball is in the air tonight.
First night I have jeans on. I had shorts on this morning, but
I'm glad you're wearing pants.
yeah, I got my pants on. Yeah. No, this is great. October weather, you gotta love it. That's what football was made for.
Kicking off for the Panthers, number 2, Austin Rodenheiser.
Rodenheiser getting ready for the kickoff.
Back deep for the Hillers, number 3, Patrice Pettit-Frere.
Keep your eyes on number 3 for
And
Hopkinton.
27, Daniel Ake.
Patrice Pettit-Frere.
He can and he has gone the distance. So got to be very careful. You got to hold your lanes here and make sure when you get to the ball carrier that you tackle him. Want a clean game tonight, actually from both teams, but Holliston, we want to see a clean game.
To the left-hand side. Scooped up at the 6-yard line. Taken by number 21, Neil Rhodes. Good tackle by the Panthers.
The return is from number 21, Neil Rhodes.
Well, coming out tonight, you're going to see Alex Piccioli. He's a senior quarterback for
Kyle Raffi.
Hopkinton,
And number 9,
and
Max
he's a
Morrow.
good runner. You know, he's decent. What you have to do with him is you have to put pressure from the outside. Don't let him get to the outside. Make forces runs to the middle. Put a little pressure on him and see if he tries to get the ball away a little early. He's got some really good receivers out there. Number 4, Liam Grady is. He does a good job, and Trevor Blinn. So, and of course, Petit Frere.
First down.
So number 6, the quarterback, Alex Piccioli.
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 Piccioli, yep. Like a CH.
Handoff right away to number 21, Rhodes. He's forward for a couple of yards. So they start at the 22, got to the 25.
The handoff is to number 21, Neil Rhodes.
Now got to the 30.
Tackled by number 4, Liam Brannigan. Number 9, Max Morrow.
They'll mark it at the 29-yard line. So gain of
7 on the play.
Gain of
Second and
7. 2nd and 3.
They like to do things to the outside. They like to throw passes to the outside, screen passes outside. And you'll see maybe a reverse or maybe even a double reverse thrown in now and then.
2nd down.
Piccioli to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete. Coverage by Rodenheiser.
Nice coverage by Austin Rodenheiser there.
The pass from number 6, Alice Piccioli, is incomplete. Intended for number 11, Ryan Lang. Number 2, Austin Rodenheiser was in coverage.
Interesting to see what Coach Yorf and Coach Conrad are going to deal up here on the defense, Tom, because you can put pressure on this Hopkinton team. You can beat them. You're going to have to make sure you hold your ground to the outside, like I said, but you can blitz them.
3rd and 3 for Hopkinton. Bad snap. Panthers chase. Gimbley with the tackle.
Yeah.
Had
Well,
come in on the blitz.
what should have happened there is Alex Piccioli really probably should have thrown that ball, get an incomplete pass because he lost a lot of yardage there. Bring up a big 4th down.
Big break for the Panthers on this first drive.
And they've had a little trouble with fumbles here in Hopkinton in some of the games I've seen. So it's been something like I'm sure Coach Sanborn is trying to address over there.
So Gimblett, number 3, back deep for Holliston to return. Went off the side. Kick goes off the side of his foot. It's going to come to a rest just inside the 40-yard line of Hopkinton. So good field position for Holliston.
The punt is down.
So there's the defense getting a little bit of help there, but
Holliston will take over.
like I said earlier, I think you're going to see the defense really start to be aggressive for Holliston.
Quarterback for Holliston, number 12, sophomore Charlie Patrick. Last week he completed 7 passes for 92 yards and a touchdown.
And he had that one beautiful pass to Paul McGrath.
Yeah, 40-yarder. First down, it's Rodenheiser on the right-hand side, led by Murrow. Big gain for Holliston.
Yeah, that's first down, I believe.
Number 2, Austin.
Oh, maybe not. Not quite, I guess. Austin was a little nicked up, but he's all the way back now, and you get him carrying the ball like he did against. He had over 200.
They are moving the chains.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So another first down for Holliston. This one at the 30-yard line of Hopkinton.
But Austin, he had over 200 yards rushing against Whale, and he's hoping to get back on the on that train again tonight.
Rodenheiser, right side. Gets a couple of yards. Want to give thanks out to our sponsors. It's already the first quarter, and Superette is our first quarter sponsor. 9 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. We want to give thanks to Henry Studios, Central Cafe, Basil's Pizza and Sub, and Main Effort Financial for bringing this broadcast to you. So 2nd down and 7 for Holliston. Rodenheiser on 2nd down. Another first down. Big run by Rodenheiser. He really gets to the edge and just takes off with that open space.
He's got it going. He's got the speed, Tom, to do that. He can get to the edge and go. I also, and how many times I've said this about him, he reminds me of Tristan Benson, where he runs violently. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of power to his running. He doesn't look like one of those big Rockland, another guy from Rockland, one of those big guys with the big thighs and everything. He doesn't look like that, but he's very, very strong, very powerful, and very fast.
So 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 12-yard line.
Hopkinton 12-yard line.
Already driving inside the red zone. Patrick to Murrow. Murrow tries the right-hand side around the corner. Touchdown, Panthers!
Well, they found something they like over on that right side, and actually on both sides, and they're doing a nice job of breaking that contain, getting to the outside, and making some good yardage. Of course, they were helped with that bad snap, the 3rd down, short punt, short field. But what happens is when you get those errors, when the other team makes them, you got to take advantage of them. That's what Holliston did right there.
Sam Fourier lines up for the extra point. And with 8 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the Superette first quarter, the Panthers are on the board first, 7-0. Max Murrow with his 3rd touchdown of the season. Boy, when he hit that corner,
he goes.
He was gone.
Yeah, he plants. He does a nice job planting that foot, and then he takes off and he can make a turn on a dime. This game. I was very interested. I tell everybody I hate the buys. I hate the buys. You get 40 weeks of buy in the offseason. You don't need another buy in the middle of the season, but you get one anyway. So it was like having nothing to do. But you kind of watch, and I watched some of the other games and some of the films and this and that. Of course, some of the films on Hopkinton, and see what these kids did. And I was very anxious to see, as I said before the game, Tom, that this team, the mantra has kind of been continuous improvement, and they've shown that improvement all through. They played some tough teams. They played some really tough teams. Lincoln Sudbury undefeated, Canton undefeated, and they hung in there with them. At the end of it took the end of both of those games until the other team really scored that extra touchdown. But they hung right in there with them, and now they come into this league, and as the great Tom Emmons always says, takes iron to sharpen iron, and that's kind of what Coach Yoroff did with this schedule, and it looks like it might be paying off right here.
Rodenheiser with the kick.
Oh.
Right away, caught. Big tackle by number 53.
Kickoff was returned by
Now, you know,
Carter Green with a big stick right there.
oh, Carter Green, you know, big boy. He gets in there, he can make that tackle.
Was a good catch by the Hopkinton guy.
I thought it was going to keep
that
going.
kick was hard. They were hoping it would bounce off his ankles or his shins.
Hopkinton will start 1st and 10 from their
First
own
and 10 at the
42-yard line.
42 for Hopkinton.
By the way, before we get to Hopkinton, one last thing on Holliston on that drive. Great play by the offensive line.
Yeah. Handoff to number 2, Lucas Reed. Panthers string it out nicely.
Yeah, good holding the edge. When we talk about holding the edge, and I've explained this before, that there's two things you want to do. You either want to turn that player in, or if you can't turn him in into the center where you get your linebackers and everything, you want to stretch that line, make them go down the line, and get them out of bounds like they did there for a loss.
Loss of 1 on the
Second
40,
down and
second
11
and
for Hopkinton.
Want to be a little careful here. Like I said, they have some good receivers. When Pacholi gets time, he can throw the ball pretty well.
Petroli on the fake, takes it himself. No gain, stopped by Brodsky.
Alex Pachuli on the keeper. Tackled by Paul McGrath.
So now you got 3rd and long out there in a good position. And this is where I believe Coach Conrad will bring the whole army out there. Let's see how he plays this.
You got to see how they handle the pressure. 3rd down and 10 for Hopkinton.
They like to throw out of this. Sometimes they will throw a short pass to this side where the triplets are.
Petroli to throw, under pressure by McGrath, lets it go.
Ooh.
Just over the head of Pettit.
Yeah, you gotta be careful out there. Like I said, if Pacholi gets that time, he can throw the ball. He does a nice job of it. You know, if Petit Freer caught that, he would have been gone. So you got to be really careful.
Paul McGrath got pressure on the quarterback, brings up 4th and 10.
McGrath was right in Pacholi's face.
McGrath has been playing great, and he's been playing great on both sides of the ball. And you know, you want to see that. I just love the way he plays defense out there.
Morrissey is in punting formation for the Hillers.
Gimblett back to receive the
punt.
punt.
No. He got to move on that? No flag. Interesting.
Going to be downed in just inside the 20-yard line where the Panthers will start 1st and 10. 6:22 to go in the Super Red first quarter. Panthers leading 7-0.
Well, I got a little bit farther to go this time, so that offense has a little more they can play with.
Well, until Hopkinton shuts down the edge, Jay.
I'm not quite sure what's going on.
Is there a penalty?
I thought I saw a penalty on the kick, but that's not.
Holding on Holliston.
Oh.
Holding penalty on the Panthers.
Oh, boy.
So they'll back him up inside the 10.
Want to be careful down here. You know, you come out here, it's senior night. Everyone's pumped and jacked, as they say. And they get all excited and that adrenaline's flowing. You come out, you make that big drive and score a touchdown. You know, now things start to settle down a little bit. So
Holliston on their own 9-yard line. Patrick on the jet play to Rodenheiser. Or Gimblett.
Oh, he cut. He cut. If he made that cut, he would have been gone.
Gimblett with a head of steam coming around that corner. Hopkinton's got to find some way to control the outside against Holliston. 9-yard gain.
Well,
so 2nd and 1.
What they can do, and you'll see, maybe they might do it. They'll start bringing the safeties up. That's when you can get that short little pass to your tight end. He can go deep.
2nd down and 1 for Holliston. Patrick inside handoff to Morrow.
Handoff off is to Max Morrow.
We got it. First down.
The gain is good for Panthers. First down.
You can see that they are bringing the safeties up, Tom. So, you know, that Holliston's got to be aware of that, and they will be. And when they bring that safeties up, if they can have some kind of
First and 10 from the Holliston 20-yard line.
an adjustment call where the quarterback can make the call at the line there, he can throw that little pass and it's gone. There's nobody back there at all.
And Panthers have some speed on the outside. First and 10 from the 20. Patrick to Rodenheiser. Still keeps his feet. Out to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, well,
Big 20-yard gain.
you know, I talk about the power and run violently. The other thing that he showed there, he's got great balance. That's the other thing. Running backs need that great balance and the ability to always be falling forward. And he was able to regain his balance there, get out. When he got tackled, he fell forward for a couple extra yards. And the result's a big carry.
That run's going to put Rodenheiser over the 300-yard rushing mark this year. 3 touchdowns for the senior captain.
4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Holliston up 7-0. Superette first quarter. 7-0 Holliston.
Patrick to Rodenheiser. Right side. Keeps his feet.
Austin Rodenheiser, the ball carrier.
Picks up about 4 yards.
The other thing you're seeing here now is starting to be to show that it might be one of these dominant games for this offensive line. They've done a good job. I talk about them. I've talked about them every single game and how much they've improved, and they've really done a nice job. And I know Coach Uriff is really proud of how that offensive line has developed. They've played against some really good defensive lines too.
Second down.
Second down and 7. Pitches to Brodsky.
Ooh.
Hopkinton with great pursuit.
Jay Brodsky, he's a touchdown maker. He gets touchdowns on offense and defense. Tough kid, strong, really strong kid, good runner. 3:10 left to go in the Super at first quarter here with Holliston up 7-0. They have the ball. They're marching.
Going to be a call against the Panthers. Holding.
Well,
Holding on the offense.
this is what will get you in trouble. You know, I talked about playing a clean game, and you know when you get fumbles or turnovers or penalties at bad times. Not that there's ever a good time, but you get penalties, and that that'll stop a drive too.
Second and 17.
So it'll make it 2nd and 17 for the Panthers. Pitch to Gimblett. Right side. Picks up about 8 yards. Nice run.
They get some good yardage on these runs and keep pulling those defensive backs in. And like I said, that's where you want. I mean, you know, there's no sense in throwing the ball if you're going to make this much yardage whenever you run it. But every so often you got to throw it just to keep those safeties honest, to keep them back a little bit. They're coming up, especially here. The safety over here on the right side. He's coming up to protect that edge.
Big third down for Holliston. Patrick to throw, fires, complete to Morrow, dives forward for the first down.
And that's exactly what I was talking about, Tom. You want to do that just enough so you can keep those safeties back. You keep the linebackers a little bit iffy here and there, and your cornerbacks a little iffy, and just so they have that thought in the mind that you can throw the ball. Now you can come back and run 2 or 3 times, and you have a good shot at it. Minute and a half left to go in the Super at first quarter. Holliston up 7-0.
Good awareness by Morrow. He just knew exactly where it was. He needed to turn around and dive for 2 more yards.
Yeah, wow. Max Morrow, he's a smart athlete. That captain, we talk about these tri-captains. They've been now, Liam Brannigan's in there too, but we talk about those tri-captains and how important they are to the ball club.
1st and 10 from the 48. Murrow, right side, blast through. He's out in the open.
What a block!
Nice block downfield by Gimblett. And Murrow's down inside the 5-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
What a great block! Was it? I think that was that Max.
That was the block was Gimblett. That was Max Murrow on the run.
Right.
And Holliston's indicating it's a face mask.
What a block by Gimblett! Wow.
Face mask against the Hillers. So it'll be 1st and goal inside the 5.
You talk about how important it is for those wide receivers to be able to block downfield, especially if you got good running backs down there. And I think they're going to have to buy. Max is going to have to buy
1st and goal from the
Matt Gimblett a Dr. Pepper for that one. That was
Max has over 200 yards rushing this season now. 2 touchdowns. Or 3 touchdowns.
Max Morrow, the ball carrier.
Stopped just short.
Stood up by a host of Hillers.
You know, one other thing to watch tonight, and not sure if he'll let him do it or not, but Charlie Patrick has been doing a nice job following through on his fakes.
Oh, yeah.
If you look, the last 2 or 3 times, they're not even watching him. He's just faking. They're just going after the ball carrier. He fakes that ball. He can get outside himself and score a touchdown.
So 2nd and goal from the 2.
15 seconds left in the Super at first quarter. 7-0 Holliston. They're on the edge of scoring again.
Pitch to Rodenheiser. Left side, one guy to beat. Touchdown, Panthers! Austin Rodenheiser with his 9th touchdown of his career. And the Red Sea is doing
celebration there. Tom, I talked about running violent.
Oh, look at this touchdown parade. I love it.
It's one thing now to try and set that guy and try and beat him to the outside. And maybe you can catch him like he got caught there, but you ain't going to tackle him because he's so strong. He's such a strong runner that you got to really tackle him head on. They're not to be able to catch him that way.
Warriors kick is up and good. And with no time left in the Superette first quarter, it's 14-0 Panthers.
The score, Holliston 14, Hopkinton 0.
Well, at some point here, Tom, we're going to get you to read off those offensive linemen because that line is really doing a nice job. They had the one hold. I don't even know if the hold was against the offensive line, but they had the one holding penalty. And other than that, boy, oh boy, they are really doing a number on that Hopkinton defense.
Well, they changed up the numbers. They changed up the lineup with an injury. So the starting lineman that I've got, number 51, Will Clasby, number 71, Liam Duras, number 53, Carter Green, and number 75, Warren Greer. But there's another number out there I didn't catch on that last drive.
Well, we'll get that.
But kudos to the O-line. They did it in the trenches. I mean, Hopkinton's trying to set the edge, but they just cannot.
They're doing what I had said they would probably do. They're coming up and they're reinforcing the edge. But the thing, and that time they actually caught him. They got to Austin, but he just was able to break right through the tackle.
He's got a head of steam.
Yeah, he's special with the ball in his hands. And it's way too early to talk about this. But this is possibly, if Holliston can keep this defense going, this might be one of those special nights for Austin.
Austin ready to kick off at the beginning of the Henry Studios second quarter. This one to one of the upbacks, number 11. Keeping his feet all the way out to the 45-yard line. That was Ryan Lang.
Yeah, Lang's a good. Lang plays a little running back. He's a good runner too. They have the the skill positions. They have the guys out there. They have the guys that can catch the ball. They got, as I said, Alex Piccoli. He can throw the ball. And he does tend to run a little bit, earlier than waiting too long. He doesn't get a lot of time back there. But you see some of these kids. They've made some incredible catches. I saw Liam Grady make a great one-handed catch, and I think it was against Whalen.
So 1st and 10 for Hopkinton. Piccoli to throw, complete to Petit Frere.
Great tackle.
Tackled right away.
Great tackle.
Piccoli's pass is complete to number 3, Frere.
That was Jack Staley on the tackle.
Tackled by number 16, Jack Staley.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
A gain of about 4 on the play, 2nd and 6.
Being able to make an open field tackle like that on Petit Frere is really good.
Piccoli this time to the right side. Nice catch, but good tackle by the Panthers on Lang.
Complete to number 11, Ryan Lang.
That's like once in a while. The other thing I kind of noticed, I'm looking for it tonight. I haven't seen it yet. When they line up wide, sometimes the receiver will take a step back, and that indicates that they're going to throw like that little screen to the outside. So you kind of want to watch that. That could be a cue that they're watching.
It is 3rd.
3rd and 4.
And he'll be coming here either to probably Petit Frere, either on a pass here or on some kind of a reverse. He moved.
Piccoli again to throw. Gets it to Frere. He gets away. Got the 1st down.
That's what he can do. He's dangerous. He's the guy. We've talked about him already quite a bit.
Looked like he had enough for the 1st down, but he slipped away.
Yeah, he's good athlete. He looks like one of those NFL wide receivers. He's built with that tall, lean body type, and he's got speed. He can really hurt you with his speed.
So 3 passes in a row by the Hillers. Piccoli hands it off. To number 41.
Hand off is number 41.
Devin Morrissey.
Devin Morrissey.
Picks up a yard.
Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd and 9.
4 down territory down here, and Holliston's got to make some stops.
Ball on the 29-yard line. Piccoli chased from the pocket.
A flag come in where sometimes it's holding, but it's
nice tackle by number 50.
There's a flag on the play.
Holding on.
That was Henry Leake.
Holding on Hopkinton.
Holding on the offense.
Let's see where he was tackled. Okay,
wasn't much of a gain.
Yeah.
But that'll back him up to the 39-yard line.
At the Holliston 39-yard line.
2nd and 19.
2nd and 19.
Now this is where Holliston can put some pressure on again. The other thing is, Holliston, get your hands up when you break through there. Take out of those passing lanes.
Piccoli.
There he is.
Blitzed by McGrath. Complete.
Wow, that nice screen pass. Piccoli did a nice job getting that ball away.
Boy, he just barely got that off.
Piccoli's pass is complete.
Paul McGrath, when it's all over and done, is going to have a ton of sacks. He's always in there.
Catch by Liam Grady, number 4.
They're very, very well played by Hopkinton. That could have really been disastrous for them.
3rd down and 10 now. Ball on the 30-yard line. 8:42 left to go in the Henry Studios 2nd quarter. Piccoli to throw. Rolls right. Cuts it up. He's going to be stopped short of the 1st down.
Yeah, about 3 yards short.
But this is definitely 4-yard territory. 4 down territory.
Who's got our quarter this quarter, Tom?
What?
Who's got our sponsor this quarter?
Henry Studio.
All right, so it's 8:15 left to go in the Henry Studios. Second quarter, Holliston had 14-0.
Fourth down and 5.
Fourth down.
Panthers defense digs in. They've been putting a lot of pressure on Pacholi. Going to throw over the middle to number 4.
Didn't get it.
I think he's short.
Alex Petroli's pass.
Grady with the catch, but I just think he's a yard shy.
Oh, they gave him. That's a good mark right there.
Wow.
I don't know. It's
He
right
had
on the
to make
line.
The 20. No way.
That's a turnover on
Yep, there you
Turnover on
go.
downs for the Panthers as they stand tall. 7:45 to go in the Henry Studio second quarter. Panthers leading 14-0.
That little slant pass, they ran it once very successfully down here when they had a second and 19 or first and 19, whatever, and try to do it again there.
Grady had no way to turn around and make that
No.
first down.
He's good, though. He's a good receiver. He's fun to watch.
So the Panthers are back in business at the 21. Inside handoff to Rodenheiser. He runs into a stone wall. Going to lose 1 on the play. They back him up a couple.
Loss of 3.
So 2nd and 13 it'll be for the Panthers.
7:15 left to go in the second quarter, the Henry Studio second quarter. Holliston leading 14-0. They have the ball. Second and about 12 or 13, as Tom said.
Patrick to Gimblett.
Oh, what a
Gimblett.
great block. Was that Austin with that block?
Yeah.
Rodenheiser.
Rodenheiser with a pancake. Gimblett jumped it, but was only able to pick up like 5 yards.
I mean, runs are great and tackles are great and all that, but blocks like that are a lot of fun to watch.
What did John Madden used to say? Kablam or
Boom.
boom?
Boom. He'd go over here and then he'd go over there. Boom. He'd come over there and then. He was great. Great coach, too.
So 3rd down and 6.
Oh.
Patrick to throw. Puts it across the middle.
Whoa.
to
Yeah.
McGrath. McGrath looked like he was ready to break away, but the defender got his arm up around the helmet.
The coach will not be mad at that. The defensive coach will not be mad at that because if he doesn't do that, the ball is caught and McGrath is gone for a
McGrath
touchdown.
is gone.
So, there are some times when you don't want to see that, but, it's better than the alternative.
Interference on the defense.
Game-saving penalty?
Yeah. Touchdown
Touchdown-saving penalty.
This will be a first down, obviously, but this is not an automatic first down in high school ball.
The 15-yard penalty.
So brings it out to the 40-yard line.
First down.
You get the chain gang over there. Somebody's got to move them. Do we have a timeout here?
Still out of 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Must have been a timeout. Panthers are huddling up way away from the ball.
Oh, there's an injured player. Oh, I see. Yep.
Okay, we got an injury on the field.
Tonight is referee appreciation night. And our referee up here, Scott, is helping us out a lot. So thanks, buddy. Here we go.
1st and 10 from the Holliston 40-yard line.
Let's set it right here. 6:11 left to go in the Henry Studio second quarter. Holliston, they had 14-0 with the ball and a first down. By the way, that Charlie Patrick to Paul McGrath combination is working really well.
Very good. Patrick to Rodenheiser.
What a cut.
Rodenheiser with room.
Yeah.
Puts the shoulder down and picks up another first down.
You know, we talked back in the day, 150 years ago when I was playing football, and people would always say to me, would you like better playing offense or defense? And I always said to them, I like playing defense better because I get to hit somebody instead of getting hit. Well, when you're playing against Austin Rodenheiser on defense, you're the one that gets hit. The defender gets hit, not the running back.
So 72, Levi Westef is the other starter out there in the offensive line. So Westef, Greer, Green, Duras, Clasby are the 5 powering offensive linemen out there tonight. First down and from the 47. Rodenheiser breaks through the middle. He's tough to tackle.
He is. He'll deliver the blow.
Number 77, Jamie McDonald.
Clock running, 5:20 left to go
On the run.
in the Henry Studio second quarter. 14-0 Holliston.
It's going to be 2nd down and 1.
Correction, 2nd and 1.
Now this 2nd and 1 down here, the whole playbook is open. You can do whatever you want.
Patrick with Brodsky and Rodenheiser behind him. Brodsky, left side, cuts it up.
Oh, first down.
First down, Panthers, easily.
Brodsky, the ball carrier.
Interesting to see Charlie Patrick go
Brought down by a host of Hillers.
under the center that time instead of being back in the shotgun.
For another Panthers. First down.
It's funny how many teams at all the different levels just go in shotgun and stay there. When you get a running situation, you want to get that quarterback under the center so that the running backs aren't running so far.
Right. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 33. Rodenheiser. Flag flies.
Yeah, coming back.
Weaves his way through traffic. Picks up about 8 yards, but we got a holding call.
Yeah, holding on Holliston.
Holding on the offense.
So Hopkinton catches a break from the relentless rushing game of the Panthers.
Boy, they are relentless. They're going to name a mountain after these guys. Rushmore.
I've heard of that mountain.
Oh, it's already there? Okay, because they just rush and then rush more.
But they're going to have to carve a 5th face up there.
Austin Rodenheiser?
No.
1st and 20.
The offensive line.
Oh.
So 1st and 20. Patrick to throw.
Ooh, just a
Looking
little bit
for
behind.
Morrow.
Yeah,
Just a step.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for Max Morrow.
Charlie Patrick, we talked about him last week, how, in the past he had kind of a different delivery. Let's call it different, I guess, and worked over the summer with a...
Less refined.
Yeah, less refined. Worked over the summer with a quarterback coach and came out. We saw him in the passing league. I told the story the other day, and he really came on. He was really
Good
throwing the ball.
footwork, good release.
Very accurate.
2nd down and 20. Patrick rolls right. Looking for McGrath.
Patrick's pass is incomplete. Intended for number 10, Paul McGrath.
Ball's at the 43-yard line.
3rd and 20. From the Hopkinton 43.
3:42 to go in the Henry Studios second quarter.
Holliston up 14-0. Timeout, Holliston.
Holliston.
Well, we got a
Panthers
timeout.
want to talk it over with Coach Uroff.
This happened almost exactly 100 years ago.
Panthers fans, the concession stand
In
is open
Monday,
for all your snack
October
and
12th,
beverage needs.
1925,
Pizza,
Holliston
hot
went to
dogs,
Hopkinton
chicken fingers,
and lost the
Monster
non-league
Roasters,
contest
Gatorade,
33-7.
soda water,
However, Holliston did become the first team to score any points against Hopkinton when Captain Whittemore ran for a 50-yard touchdown in the final quarter. Hopkinton was extremely strong throughout the season, shutting out 5 of their opponents, including Ashland, on Thanksgiving Day. They only allowed 3 touchdowns all season.
Wow.
So it was 100 years ago.
That's defense.
Yeah. 100 years. Imagine that, 1925. I think I do remember Whittemore scoring that touchdown. 3:42 left to go in the Henry Studios, second quarter. 14-0 Holliston. The 3rd and long coming up. When they call a
See if the
timeout.
Panthers go back to the run right here.
Well, yeah, or some kind of a misdirection play. What a great night, huh? It's beautiful. Weather is just awesome.
Third and 20.
3rd and 20 for Holliston. Patrick to throw to McGrath.
Oh.
Nice block by Murrow.
Charlie Patrick's pass is complete to number 10, Paul McGrath.
They are getting some great downfield blocking by their receivers. Just absolutely
Gain of
great
9
blocking.
on the play. Brings up 4th and 11.
And that's a tough block, too, because, you know, you got to stay with that block because you have to play develop, but you can't hold. So it's a tough thing to do. So 4th and 11 here, and see what happened. The clock stopped here.
I guess he's out of bounds.
Yep.
So 4th and 11 from the 34.
Timeout.
Timeout. Holliston.
Holliston. They had 3 receivers to the short side over here.
Which is not usually what you want to do.
Yeah, but you know, it's funny. A lot of times when you do that, Tom, you bring the 3 receivers. What happens is you get the direction of the defense going to the short side of the field, which means there's less people on the far side of the field.
You usually have one-on-one coverage
Yeah,
on the.
Exactly. So you get that coverage, and if you can get that guy to take the ball, his coverage deep, that's going to open up a lot over there for the running game, and it gives that a running back or even a receiver a lot of space, a lot of empty space over there. So a lot of times if you put all 3 receivers on the short side of the field like they're doing here. I don't know if they're going to do it now over here. I guess they're going the other side. But when you do that, it does open up the field because the defense is stretched really in a funny manner.
Patrick rolls left. Throws complete to McGrath.
First down.
First down and more. He's gone. Touchdown, Panthers. Paul McGrath with his 2nd touchdown of the season.
Touchdown pass completion.
Well, I talked about that combo, Charlie Patrick to Paul McGrath. And, you know, one other thing is that, which Coach Yoroff is doing, is he's showing them all kinds of different looks. And sometimes, you know, you set up in one look, and they call a timeout, and they go over the other side, and the defense says, okay, we're going to set up for that. And they set up for that, and then you come out in another look, and there you go, you get a touchdown pass. Boy, Paul McGrath is a weapon on both sides of the ball.
Perfectly delivered pass. Fourier with a nice kick. It's good. And with 3:24 left in the Henry Studios second quarter, Panthers lead is 21-0 here on senior night over Hopkinton.
How about senior night and Sam Fourier he's having a night for himself, you know, getting these extra points.
So last week we saw Patrick to McGrath for 40 yards. This one 34 yards, but Paul McGrath really did most of it on his own.
Yeah.
Nicely delivered pass in the flat to McGrath, and McGrath just turned it up and had the sideline to himself.
Yeah, he's just one of those athletes. You know, we talked about him quite a bit even before the last game as a receiver. You know, the other guy they get out there who, you know, pretty soon they're going to start hitting is Flannery. I don't know if he's
Nick Flannery was split out to the right on that play.
Yeah, he's the other guy, you know, big, tall receiver. You know, as I said with Patrice Petit Frere and McGrath and Flannery, they're all the big, tall receivers. They get those big, those bodies, the body type that's good for throwing the ball to them because they're so long and they can use those arms and get the ball.
Rodenheiser with another line drive kick. This one picked up at the 20 by number 11.
Oh, did they get the ball? Did Holliston get the ball?
They're celebrating like they got it.
I thought I saw the ball come out.
I saw Lang go into a pile.
There's a fumble on the play. It's recovered.
So big turnover by the Panthers.
Panthers will take over 1st and 10 at the
Yeah, that ball came out.
33.
And that was Austin Rodenheiser who made that recovery.
Mr. Everywhere.
Yeah, he just does everything.
Panthers offensive line is ready to take charge here again. Patrick to throw on 1st down. He goes deep.
Oh, out of
Over
bounds?
the shoulder catch. Just out of bounds. That was Murrow.
Oh, Coach Yorf is he's setting Charlie Patrick free now. Well, let's see what the sophomore can do. 3:08 left to go in the Henry Studio. 3rd quarter, Holliston up 21-0.
Second down.
Rodenheiser, Morrow, and Brodsky in the backfield behind Patrick. Patrick to Rodenheiser. Whoa. Caught by a blitzing number 1.
Rodenheiser's brought down in the backfield by number 9, Will Boucher.
Will Boucher.
Boucher, I think it's a captain. You know, Hopkinton used to always have those. I don't know. They seemed shorter but really well built. You know, stocky linemen. You see them a lot. And they were always really tough kids. That's what I remember about Hopkinton.
So 3rd and 13 for the Panthers.
Fumble.
Rodenheiser just covers it up wisely.
Yeah, you got to be a little careful now here. Yeah, it's 21-0, and there's, you know, the clock's running. 2:15 left to go in the Henry Studio 2nd quarter. But this game is not over. And the other thing you don't want to do is you don't want to get in bad habits. So you want to, you know, make sure you stay focused. Pay attention to what's going on.
Brings up 4th and 21.
So Brodsky to punt on 4th and 21.
Oh, nice punt.
Nice spiral punt. Sends.
Oh, I thought he was going to catch that down there.
Brodsky's punt
He was thinking about it, but it's into the end zone for a touchback with 1:47 to go in the Henry Studio 2nd quarter.
Boy, you get Jake Brodsky punting like that. That's another big weapon.
I'd
for
love to
Holliston.
see a spiral punt. That thing just sails.
Yeah, it really does. Jake's had that one great game there against Concord Carlisle where he just scored every time he touched the ball on offense and defense.
With a nice pick 6, and he went in for a touchdown, rushing.
Thank you.
Okay, got to be a little careful here. You don't want that momentum to swing. You're going to get the ball in the second half, so you want to keep them off the board here.
So 1st down for the Hillers.
Got him.
Pacholi caught and thrown down
In the backfield
by number 51, Will Clasby.
Will Clasby, the senior, he just does so much. You know,
That's his 4th sack of the season.
Loss of 6 on the play. 2nd and 16.
He's a football player. He gets in there. He's just a tough kid.
So 2nd and 16 for Hopkinton.
Blitz.
Pacholi to throw, lets it go deep to Petit Frere. He had to let it go quick.
Pacholi's pass is incomplete. Intended for Petit
Yeah,
Frere.
that's the good call, Tom. I think he wanted to wait just another split second to get that ball out there because he got it out a little too deep for Petit Frere. Oh, look at here.
Defensive holding.
Personal foul against Holliston.
Personal
Yeah,
foul
yeah.
penalty on the Panthers.
Again, with the fumble,
Not an automatic first down.
the personal foul, the penalty. You want to keep those things out of this game. 1:02 left to go in the Henry Studio second quarter. 21-0 Holliston.
So 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line.
Fumble, ball's out. Holliston. Did he say it was down?
Devin Morrissey, the ball carrier.
No signal yet.
I guess they're calling it down.
Panthers laying some hits on there. That was Liam Grady, the running back.
Gain of 1.
2nd down and 9. Clock running with 31 seconds. Holliston takes a timeout here in the Henry Studio second quarter.
Yeah, I think what happened is I think Coach Conrad probably saw something he didn't like defensively. He wants to talk to them a little bit.
You don't want to give them an easy 3rd down.
No. What you want to do, like I said, is keep them off the board. There's a long way to go. You got to make 2 or 3 tackles here. And I don't recall them. I don't know if Hopkinton has taken any timeouts yet or not, but I
don't think so.
I think this is Holliston's 3rd too.
Yeah. Well, like you said, they want to get the defense right. Knowing Coach Conrad, he probably has an inkling of what Hopkinton's going to do.
Yeah.
He wants to tell his defense exactly what they're going to do.
Well, what they tend to do a lot is to get the ball to the outside. So he wants to make sure they had that outside coverage. He wants to give him another step here, kind of a prevent a little bit. You know, they have the 3 safeties here now deep. They say if they're going to get the ball to one of the receivers deep, they want to get coverage.
Pacholi to his right, fires, incomplete.
Charlie's pass is incomplete. It's intended for Liam Grady.
Yeah, they got to be a little careful here now with 26 seconds left. If they have another incomplete pass, it's going to stop the clock again, and Holliston will get the ball back. And, you know, we've seen this so often with Holliston. You know, you give Holliston the ball with 18 seconds, you never know what's going to happen.
It is 3rd down.
So 3rd and 9 for Hopkinton. Pacholi takes it himself up the middle, quarterback draw. Nice tackle by number 2, Rodenheiser.
Yeah, and that's going to be the last play of the half.
Tackled by number 2, Austin Rodenheiser.
I don't think Hopkins is going to be in any hurry to.
No, they're going to the line quick.
They're going to it.
They're trying to get it off. 9 seconds to go in the Superette in the Henry Studios second quarter. Pacholi fires a deep one, looking for number 11.
Pacholi's pass is incomplete.
Ball's incomplete. Intended for Lang. And the teams head into the locker room here on Senior Night at Kamitian Field. This crowd's excited because Holliston is up 21-0. We'll be back with second half action, but please enjoy the Central Cafe halftime show brought to you by Holliston Hub HCAT.
Hi, I'm Rebecca from Central Cafe. My parents bought it in 2001. They expanded it and bought the convenience store that was next door. Then they added groceries, beer, and wine. This last year, we were able to earn a full liquor license, and the store is open from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. So it's nice to come before work, get a breakfast sandwich, bunch of options, a lot of drinks here to get after a long day of work. You can stop by, get your winning lottery ticket and some tobacco products. We're located at 100 Central Street, a quick pit stop from the rail trail. It'd be great for you to come on down. We'd love to see you here.
Hello everybody, glad to be a sponsor over here from Basil's Pizza. We're here at 1568 Washington Street, Holliston, Massachusetts. Hours of operation, we're open 7 days a week, 10 to 9, and Sunday, 11 to 9. Great place, great people, great food. Great place overall. Just glad to be part of the community. We would love to see you in here. Thank you so much.
All right, Panthers lead 21-0 at halftime. Max Murrow went in from 9 yards out to set up the first touchdown. Austin Rodenheiser went in from 2 yards out, and Paul McGrath catching a pass from Charlie Patrick for 34 yards in the second quarter. Sam Fourier was perfect on all 3 extra points. It's 21-0. Halftime stats brought to you by Ken Dunn, the statistician coach. Charlie Patrick is 3 for 6 for 53 yards and a touchdown. Austin Rodenheiser, 10 rushes for 69 yards and a TD. Max Murrow, 4 rushes for 58 yards and a touchdown. Matthew Gimblett is 3 rushes for 25 yards. Paul McGrath has 2 catches for 43 yards and a touchdown. And Max Murrow has a catch for 10 yards. On the Hopkinton side, Alex Pacholi is 5 for 10 for 43 yards. Holliston won the first down battle 9-1. Hopkinton only had 1 first down in that first half.
Well, the story of this game has been the story of controlling that line of scrimmage, and Holliston has done it both offensively and defensively. The other story of the game, as far as I can tell, is it's just some incredible outside blocking by Holliston, by their wide receivers, to spring these runners loose. And, you know, they do a good job of that. And you got to get that blocking, and you get those wide receivers who are willing to and can throw those blocks. And that's a big, big plus for anybody running the ball.
Hopkinton has negative 3 yards rushing. Holliston has 150.
Yeah, well,
that's domination on the line of scrimmage.
That's the story of the game. That's right, you know.
Holliston will receive the opening kickoff in the second half.
Of course, Hopkinton right off the bat had that unfortunate long snap go over Pacholi's head, and that set up a punt that went, actually, I said short. It really wasn't a short punt. It was a pretty good punt. And it came out here, and Holliston was able to drive it downfield for the first touchdown.
12 minutes on the clock in the Basil's Pizza and Sub third quarter.
Number 13, Nick Flannery. Number 2, Austin Rodenheiser.
Hillers to kick off to Holliston.
All right, let's see if they kick it all the way back here. Sometimes they'll tend to kick it kind of short.
Taken by Rodenheiser at the 20. Nice push all the way out to almost the 35-yard line.
He brings it back all the way to the Holliston 36-yard line.
Well, what happens a lot of times on kickoffs and stuff, you know, you're coming down and even if you're holding your lane, you're doing a nice job of it and you get down there, but somebody's messing around with the ball, or the ball, you know, takes a second to pick up that ball, and all of a sudden there's a break in that in the lane, and you find that empty lane and you can get a good run back like that. It's funny how this stuff, you know, you expect, well, somebody fumble the ball a little bit and you figure, well, they're going to get them way back there, and it never happens.
No, they don't.
You know, something just goes awry, so to speak.
The lanes open up.
The lanes open up.
1st and 10 for Holliston. Rodenheiser up the middle.
Flag come in. It's going to be holding more than likely.
Austin
But we'll see.
Rodenheiser up the middle. There's a flag on the play.
Oh, face mask. On who?
Face mask Hopkinton.
Hopkinton.
On the defense.
So they picked up 5 on the play. And then we'll get a first down on the penalty.
Correction, it's a face mask on the defense.
Get down in the middle of those piles. You never know what the heck goes on, under there. They could be holding, could be face mask, could be anything.
So the Panthers will have the ball at the Hiller 45.
Penalty spots the ball at the Hopkinton 45-yard line. 1st and 10.
Rodenheiser springs forward for another 5 yards. I like the way he picks his way through. Finds the blocks.
He waits on those
He
blocks.
does.
And in the beginning of the year, what Holliston was doing was that offensive line. They weren't really holding their blocks well. So anything with a quick opener was going really well. Like in that Whalen game, where Austin had over 200 yards. He get those quick openers, and then he get right to the outside, and then he go down, get 60-yard runs and stuff like that. Well, now these guys are holding their blocks better, and that's opening up more opportunity, in the line for the running backs to cut.
2nd down and 5.
Oh,
Handoff to
yeah.
Brodsky.
that was
The handoff is to Jake Brodsky.
that
Brought down.
was not the way that was supposed to be run. Let's put it that way.
Hopkinton was supposed to over pursue.
Yeah.
Holliston's blocking them,
Check that, no gain. 3rd
holding
and
them at the
5.
line,
Yeah.
maybe? I don't know. Good little changeup.
Yeah, they keep testing the middle of that line and Hopkins is doing okay in the middle. They get to the outside though; it's a different story.
3rd and 5.
There's a blitz.
Pitch to Rodenheiser.
Came back to the blitz. Oh, what a great job by Rodenheiser. He might have got it for the first down.
This is to number 2, Austin.
What he did is when the blitzer came in, Tom, the blitzer went after him, and he stopped and he cut back against the blitzer, and there was nobody there, and he was able to get almost a first down.
Be 4th down and 1.
Yeah, you got to go for this. I mean, you got that running attack. You had 150 yards in the first quarter, and see if they put Charlie under center for this one.
Yep. Rodenheiser.
Oh, they stopped him. What a
Good
great
stop.
job. What a great job by Hopkinton.
Stop short of the line again.
So a turnover on downs by the Panthers. 9:18 to go in the Basil's Pizza and Sub 3rd quarter. Panthers leading 21-0.
Yeah, Hopkinton really needed that after the
2 big stops there.
after the kickoff and then the big penalty. Let's see how Coach Sanborn does it here if he wants to open it up. We remember doing him when he was in high school. We did games with Coach Sanborn. He was
part of the Twin Towers.
Yeah,
There
he
were
was
2 very
big.
tall receivers.
big receiver. Good ball player.
Picholi takes it himself.
Alex Patricia.
Falls forward for a couple of yards.
Yeah, that's a good call, Tom. What he did, he was stopped dead in his tracks, but he fell forward, and that gave him a shot of picking up some yardage.
2nd and 7.
So 2nd and 7 for the Hillers.
Want to be careful on the outside. Holliston blitzes.
Panthers blitz. Nice
Oh, what a
tackle on
tackle.
the outside.
Yeah, what a great job. Is that Austin?
Charlie's pass is complete to Liam.
I
Green.
didn't see.
Brought down immediately by Austin Rodenheiser.
Rodenheiser. I trust Carlos.
Yeah.
3rd and 6.
I'll trust this replay I'm watching here first.
Okay. 3rd and 6 for the Hillers.
Third down.
Big 3rd down.
And 6.
Now, you want to contain him, and rush the passer right here. He'll throw the ball.
Petroli goes back right.
Oh, what a great incomplete. That's what you want to do.
Incomplete.
You want
He's
to
looking for Petit Frere.
You want to run that contain, because what he'll do is, if he doesn't find anything, Petroli, he's a good runner. But he tends to go to the outside. If he sees that you're contained on that outside, he'll cut up the middle, or he'll throw the pass a little bit before the receiver's ready.
Back deep for the Panthers, Nick Flannery.
Back to punt right here. You want to make sure that he punts this ball.
So Nick Flannery back to receive the punt as the Panthers hold on 3rd down. Hopkinton gets a good punt off. Flannery with a catch at the 30. Head of steam. Nice catch. Nice return.
That's what we talked about, and I talked about Nick Flannery getting out there. He's a really good football player. He wants to get out. He wants that ball in his hands, and when he gets it in his hands, if he keeps playing like that, he's going to get a lot more in his hands.
12-yard return. Panthers will have the ball at the 47-yard line. Oh, what a 17-yard return.
7:56 left to go in the Basil Southern Pizza 3rd quarter. Holliston up 21-0. And with the ball.
First down.
Rodenheiser to the left side, tripped up
That's
by
a great blitz.
Boucher.
Yeah, Boucher's coming in a few times now with that blitz, and that's a really nice open field tackle by him too. And he's coming through. They're sending him all the time. So Holliston's going to have to do something to pick him up. Either keep another back in there or somehow close up that offensive line. And they're sending him, and there's no reason not to send him now. I mean, they're just going to, if he's that successful, they're just going to keep doing it.
2nd and 15 for Holliston.
2nd down.
Patrick to throw, gets it out to McGrath, incomplete.
Patrick's pass is incomplete. Intended for Paul McGrath.
Good idea. I like when they run plays like that. What I'd like to see sometime is run the same exact play, only pump fake and release the receiver, because everybody is going the other. They're all coming in this other direction. If you pump fake to him, they come in, and you can send him down, and he'll be pretty open down there.
So Patrick to throw.
Screen
pass to McGrath.
Oh!
Incomplete.
Just
Good
a little
idea.
high. Yeah, just a little high.
Pass is incomplete.
They got the pursuit they wanted from Hopkinton.
Yeah, they did. They chipped him, let him come in. But I think what happened was, I think Charlie thought he had to get the ball over their hands, so he kind of lofted the ball up to Paul McGrath. See if Jake Brodsky can get another one of these big punts off here. Wow, that's up there.
That's a high one. Caught by Reed.
Wow. That took a lot of guts to
I
catch the
tell
ball.
you, he was in a lot of traffic right there.
He really was.
Number 24, Lucas Perez, in on the tackle.
6:48 left to go in the Basil Southern Pizza 3rd quarter. Holliston up 21-0. It's kind of these last 5 minutes or so, we just kind of been going back and forth here. Nothing big happening.
1st and 10 from their own 37.
And you want to be careful about leaving Hopkinton in this game. The longer they're in this game, they gain a little momentum.
Petroli with an empty backfield takes it on the quarterback draw.
Oh, great tackle.
Nice job by Murrow and McGrath.
Brought down by Max Morrow and Paul McGrath after a gain of 2.
Second down and 7 for Hopkinton.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Be careful here on the pass to the outside.
Petroli knocked down, almost picked off by Jack Staley.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for Petit Frere.
See, that's what I was talking about a little bit with Alex Piccioli. Good quarterback, good runner. But sometimes what he does is he'll come out quickly instead of letting that play develop. Now maybe that was what he was supposed to do in that play. I don't know, but I've seen him do that a little bit where he'll come out a little bit to react to the pressure, and then throw the ball before the receiver is ready. But you got to be careful because, like I said, he's got some good receivers, and he's a good passer. He can get that ball out there and do some damage.
3rd and 7. Petroli fires right, complete. Stops short of a first down.
Petroli's pass is complete to Ryan Lang.
So he's what, 3
Lang on the catch.
3 yards short here. I think you've really got to go for this if you're Hopkinton. There's no reason not to.
Play of the game, number 1. No, you're right. You're down 3 scores.
Yeah, well, I mean,
5:49 left in the Basil's Pizza and Sub third quarter.
and you finally got to a point in the game where you've stopped Holliston a couple times, so you got to kind of believe in your defense. So you really have to go for it here.
It is 4th down.
This is where, this is where Piccioli's dangerous, because Piccioli himself could run this and get these 3 yards on his own. Oh, somebody moved. Who was it? Offside.
He's got hands on hips.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah, but I don't know if someone moved on the far side. Someone might have moved.
Encroachment
Against Holliston.
on the defense.
So first down, Hopkinton.
Hopkinton first down.
Yeah, and you see now that some of these penalties kind of creeping in here. Holliston's got to stay clean, keep playing a clean game.
1st and 10 from the Hopkinton 49.
So Hopkinton rolls the dice and wins. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Handoff to number 41.
Handoff to Devin Morrissey.
Morrissey with the run,
Brought down by Paul.
but no
McGrath
gain.
and Glasby.
McGrath on the kick and the tackle with Clasby.
No gain on the play.
Talked about
2nd and 10.
Will Clasby a little earlier, and does a really great job playing in there. And he has for a long, long time.
2nd and 10, Hopkinton. Piccioli under pressure. Incomplete.
See, that's what I say. That's where sometimes you can get yourself a little bit of trouble, because you're kind of off balance when you're running that way and you're kind of throwing. And sometimes I don't know if that kind of looked like it was throwing off his front foot. I don't know if it was or not, but and the ball didn't get to where he wanted to get, and there was a Holliston player right there, and the Holliston player makes that interception. He was gone. There was nobody else there. The Hopkinton player was on the ground.
3rd down. And 10.
So 3rd and 10 for Hopkinton. Piccioli throws back.
Got him. Great job.
Nice tackle.
That's just a great job.
Austin Rodenheiser
To Lucas Breed.
got him around the ankles and did not let go.
Number 2, Austin Rodenheiser.
So Nick Flannery drops back for the kick
Also
to
setting up the
return.
play, brings up a 4th and 7. Devin Morrissey
4th
is
and
back in
17.
for the Hillers.
And Hopkinton will be
Back
forced
for
to
the
punt.
Panthers, number 13, Nick Flannery.
Yeah, just a little too long. I think if this was 4th and 10, they might have, but 4th and 17 is a little bit too long for them. Again, though, you want to make sure this punt gets off.
Flannery calls for the fair catch.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Hopkinton ball.
The fumble punt is recovered by Hopkinton.
So another break for the Hillers. Ball will be at the 34-yard line after the kick.
3:35 left to go in the Basil Summer Pizza third quarter. Holliston up 21-0. And this is where I think, the coaching staff, Coach Uroff and Coach Conrad look at this defense and say, okay, enough is enough. We got to try and stop it here because you're really giving them some momentum. And, the way this ball game, these ball games can change in a heartbeat, and you don't want to give them feeling any chance that they can win this game.
Pacholi rolls right. Fires incomplete.
Pacholi's pass is incomplete. It was intended for Liam Green.
2nd and 10.
Well, he's got those guys out there, and they're good pass catchers, and they're all not going to fall incomplete, so Holliston's got to make sure they're right there.
They're trying to roll Pacholi out that play to get away from the pressure.
2nd and 10.
Well, I talked about that earlier. You've got to contain him. You can't don't let him roll out there, and he'll tend to go up the middle.
Pacholi
Just like
looks
that.
left, throws left to Petit Frere.
Touchdown.
Touchdown Hopkinton.
Pacholi's pass is complete.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And they climb right back in this ball game. And
Penalty and a fumble and
Yeah.
a long pass to the end zone.
well, you got
It's a
to.
two-score game.
You get up 21-0. You're really dominating, and like you said, Tom, you're dominating the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
You're doing everything well, and then we talk about playing a clean game all the time, and those penalties and turnovers will kill you. Blocked.
Blocked, extra point.
The extra point is blocked.
So 21-6.
Here we go. Now this one of these sportsmen,
3:23.
one of these sportsman-like penalties or something.
There's a flag on the play.
They're going to the flag.
Yeah, it looked like one of those. Someone talked to somebody, and somebody did something with a sportsman-like thing. I don't know. It was well after the play.
I didn't see a signal, though. Did he pick it up?
Well, they're putting the football for Hopkinton.
Unsportsmanlike penalty on the Panthers.
Means on the Panthers, somebody yapping down there. You gotta, I talk about all the time in all these sports. You got to learn how to win, and part of winning is just not making
Hopkinton will
mistakes.
kick off from the Holliston
And right now, if I'm Hopkinton, I'm doing an onside kick right here.
No reason not to try.
You will never have a better shot at getting an onside kick. Now the other side of this too is sometimes when the kickoff is this short, the kickoff team can overrun the coverage, and sometimes that results in a long run back too.
Dribbler picked up at the 5-yard line. Nick Flannery brings it out across the 20 yards.
There's a flag just came in. Let's see what this is.
Forced out of bounds by number 26, Nolan Smith. There's a flag on the play.
Block in the back. Holliston right now is kind of self-destructing. You got to get back together here and.
By the return team.
So they'll back the Panthers up to the.
See
where
Now that's the bad news. The good news is the way that you control that first quarter is first half is running the ball, right? You want to get back to that now. You don't have to. No more fooling around. You want to get back to that. Just run the ball and test those.
They're blitzing up the
test
middle.
Those sides. Yep, that's what they're going to do, and that's going to leave those outsides open.
Inside handoff to Murrow.
He's almost just a
So
little
they used
shy.
Rodenheiser as a decoy that time.
Yeah.
On the play. 2nd and 1.
Murrow picks up 9.
You got to get down through this. This is where you bring your offensive line in and you say, guys, we got to stop pounding again. We got to, you've got to go back and take control of this ball game again, because right now they're controlling that line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 1, 2:43 left to go in the Basil's Pizza and Sub third quarter. Pitch to Rodenheiser. Weaves his way. Don't know if he got enough for the first down.
I think he did. Yeah, I think they're going to give it to him.
By a host of Hillers.
He just got beyond the line of scrimmage. First down.
Oh, good.
For the Panthers. First down.
So the ball's on the 21-yard line, 26-yard line.
You want to get down here and score, and you know what? If it takes you 5 or 6 minutes to score running it that way, even better. But you got to get down here. You got to control the line of scrimmage and score.
Fresh set of downs for the Panthers. Patrick pitches to Rodenheiser. Races to the outside.
Ooh.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, barely if he did.
Oh, we got a flag for a horse collar, maybe.
Forced out of bounds.
It was a high tackle.
25-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Horse collar.
See if they get a horse collar
Horse
here.
collar penalty on the defense.
Oh.
So that'll move the sticks for the Panthers.
And it'll be good for Panthers.
Well, that does a lot more than that. That gives you, now you're coming back to win the field position game a little bit too out here.
1st and 10 from the 39.
Patrick rolls right. Fires.
Got him.
Paul McGrath on the run. Pushed out of bounds.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown, Panthers.
61-yard touchdown pass from Charlie Patrick to Paul McGrath, their second connection of the day.
And there goes the confetti. See what they tried to do? Paul McGrath is such a strong athlete that he was right on the sideline, and twice they tried to push him out. Couldn't do it. You don't want to do that. You got to really get him and bring him out.
The corner of the press box was blocked my view.
That's up, and that's good.
Charlie, Sam Faria with the kick, and it's 28-6 with 1:24 to go in the Basil's Pizza and Sub third quarter.
Hopkinton 6.
What a great pass and run.
That connection is clicked for 3 touchdowns in 2 games.
And they're not short ones either. We're not talking about little 5-yard plays.
61 yards, 40 yards, and 34 yards. So they've been a big play connection. It was so funny. I thought he was going out of bounds.
I know. I did too when
and
I
then he came
saw
out
him.
the other side of the post. What a great job by McGrath keeping his balance on the sidelines like that.
Now that should pick you up right here. So you should get back to doing the stuff you were doing and take control of this ball game again.
Rodenheiser drives that kick.
That's it.
Tackled just over the 30-yard line.
Nice job by that kickoff team. And now with 1:16 left in the Basil Sub and Pizza third quarter, Holliston leading 28-6. This is where now that
Number 44,
the run if they're going to run, let them run. You know, it's going to eat up the clock. They're not going to be enough time for possessions. They're going to be throwing the ball. Now you can turn your guys loose. You know, you can just make sure that your the receivers are covered, and now you can turn your defense loose. And I would be surprised if
good response by
coaches
the
don't do that.
Panthers to that Hopkinton touchdown.
Yep.
Come back with a touchdown of their own. Nice 85-yard drive.
Charlie Patrick's going. He's only a sophomore, and
He
he's
delivered a nice ball
yeah.
in full stride to McGrath. Petit Frere,
Petroli's pass is complete.
tackled by Morrow.
Tackled by number 9, Max
They'll run
Morrow.
that. The other thing you got to be a little careful of is their misdirection. They like to run reverse, and they even have a double reverse that I saw them run. So you want to be careful of that. Just either way, just contain on the outside. Contain. Don't let them get to the outside.
2nd down and 3.
Grady over here. He likes to hit him.
Pacholi to Frere for the first down. Hit right away by Staley.
Frere.
But that time he had enough yardage to get the first
Gain
down.
is good for Hopkinton. First down.
Clock is running. A half a minute left to go in the Basil Southern Pizza third quarter. 28-6 Holliston. Here's the blitz.
Pacholi on the quarterback draw.
Yeah, great job.
Snuffed out by Morrow.
Yeah.
Talk about a heat-seeking missile. Like he knew what he was going to, Pacholi was trying to do on that play.
Yeah, you know, and like I said, Pacholi's a good runner. I like him as a quarterback, and he's a good runner. He can throw the ball, but he tends sometimes to run a little bit, I think, personally, a little too early.
28.
But when he gets back there and you give him time with that receiving core, he can be very, very dangerous.
So the end of the third quarter, Panthers lead 28-6. 2 touchdown connections between Charlie Patrick and Paul McGrath. Just a thing of beauty to watch.
Yeah, and you know, and they're both young. You know, I said that Charlie's only a sophomore, and you know, and Paul's got another year next
He's a
year.
junior, right?
Yeah, he's a junior. So
Let's hear it one more time for your Holliston High School cheerleader.
And there's more coming up, Jay. Did you hear Carlos at halftime talk about the youth program at Holliston?
yeah, I've been fortunate enough with you know my grandson Nathan playing. He's on the 4th grade team, and I've been watching a little bit of the games, and I saw the. I think it was a 6th grade team. I think was playing, or maybe the 5th grade playing King Philip. And King Philip is a big football, right? Big football,
Right.
And they beat him. They beat him pretty badly. They got into a thing where they got into their
But
version of running
all
time.
3 or 4 of the
They were all going
programs
very,
were
very
winning.
well. Very, very well.
Yeah.
2nd and 10.
So we start the main effort financial 4th quarter. Alex Pacholi under pressure. Tries to dump the ball off.
That's great
His
D.
pass is incomplete.
Oh, no. They're going to call that.
Is intended for number 23, Alex Fine. There are flags on the play.
Is he going to call that an interference?
I think so.
Oh, maybe he might have had his hand out. The whoever it was, the Holliston defender might have had his hand out.
On the defense.
Oh yeah, that was pass interference. Good call.
So 15 yards against the
15-yard penalty
Panthers.
is good for a Hopkinton first
Put the
down.
ball at the 41-yard line.
First down.
Pacholi to throw, short side of the field, under pressure, tries to dump it off at the last second. Clasby was looking for his 5th sack of the season.
Petroli's pass is incomplete. There's a receiver in the area.
2nd down. And 10.
He was just throwing that away.
2nd and 10 from the Holliston 39.
So it'll be 2nd and 10.
My question on that was, did it get to the line of scrimmage?
I think there's a big question on both.
But this is referee appreciation night, so we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
Tip of the cap to the men in stripes.
There you go, son. There you go.
Petroli, complete.
Oh boy, still going.
Another first down for Hopkinton.
To number 11, Ryan Lang.
Lang on the
He's tackled
catch.
by Nick Flannery.
And he's finding some open guys now. And this is what I mean, Tom, when I said you give Alex Piccioli time, he can make those plays.
Gain is good for a Hopkinton first down. First and 10 from the 23.
Bring out the pickle juice, Jay.
Oh, someone got a cramp.
Yep.
That's Flannery.
I told you it was in that pickle juice. Why it's good for you. Part of it is the salt is in there, but there's some electrolyte or some chemical this or that thing. But it's true. You know, you drink that pickle juice and you won't cramp up.
It's what I always use.
Well, you should. I'm going to get me one of those WebMD sites, and I'm going to give people, tell you how to get better when you get sick. You know?
could just post it on the world according to Jay.
You could do that. You could do that. Okay, clock's running now. 11:20 left
First
to go.
and 10 from the 23.
Oh,
That play didn't get started.
yeah, false start.
On the offense.
That'll back them up 5.
So now it's 11:13 left to go in the main effort financial fourth quarter. Holliston leading 28-6.
Attention fans, as we enter the fourth quarter, we kindly ask for your help in keeping Kamitian Field clean. Before you leave, please take a moment to pick up any trash around you, even if it's not yours. Trash barrels are available at multiple locations throughout the facility, and every little bit helps.
Okay, so this is where you want to contain him here. You want to, we talk about this all the time, contain him, but come up the middle. You want the blitz to him coming up the middle.
First and 15 for the Hillers.
Nope, they stay back.
Petroli, Clasby got a hand on him.
They stayed back that time, the two linebackers.
Truly forced out of the pocket.
Because if you,
Picks up.
Down after a gain of 1.
with all quarterbacks, they don't like to be blitzed up the middle. And if you have the opportunity to do that, you want to take advantage of it.
Gain of 6, so 2nd and 9.
Look at this spread, how much they spread out here. There it is. Oh, got him.
Clasby with number 5.
Will Clasby with the sack.
He's been close so many times.
Yeah.
He's like, Alex, you're not getting away from me this time.
Piccioli is brought down after a loss of 5.
And that's what I mean. You want to keep him within that, keep him in that pocket. Almost make another pocket around the pocket, and then go in and get him.
It is 3rd down.
So 3rd and 13 from the 22 now.
Holliston.
Someone's down another injury timeout here. Looks like another one of those cramps, maybe. Well, we got a minute, Tom. We get these from Ken Dunn, and this is this
Oh,
year
gosh.
we have all this 100th anniversary of the 1925 championship team, and the 50th anniversary of the 75 team, and the 40th anniversary of the 85 team, and the 10th anniversary of the 25 team. These are all championship teams. So let me give you a quick one here.
Yeah.
1975. On October 4th, 1975, the Holliston Panthers invaded Medfield and dominated the Warriors. Defense was the name of the game as Holliston outrushed Medfield 274 yards to 19 and piled up a 35-6 victory. Let me get back to the game here.
So 3rd and 13 for Hopkinton. Knocked down
That's
by
what you want to do.
McGrath.
There you go. There you go. That's it, Big Paul. You get up there, you want to take those passing lanes away by keeping those hands up high.
Great rush by number 10, and then with his hands up.
Down and caught by Petroli.
Let me get back to this game, 1975. David Maish, I asked you this all the
David
time.
Maish.
David Maish carried the ball 16 times for 142 yards and 2 touchdowns. This game jump-started the Big Red Machine offense and propelled them to 5 more straight wins of lopsided scores en route to their first Super Bowl appearance, 1975, 50 years ago. Seems like yesterday.
4th down and 17.
There it is.
Petroli to throw. Puts it up deep.
Nothing there.
Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
He was looking for Petit Flair, but Jack Staley was right on his tail.
Turnover on downs.
Jack Staley's another one, we talk about him, and he's had some really good games for Holliston, and he gets back there, and you don't call his name because they don't throw the ball to the guy he's covering because he does such a good
he's
job.
A shutdown corner.
Yeah, he really does a nice job, and sometimes it's like you're almost too good, you don't get any action, but he does a great job back there, Jack Staley.
So 1st and 10 for the Panthers from their own 31. 8:40 to go in the main effort financial 4th quarter. Rodenheiser.
Handoff is up the middle to Max Morrow.
Morrow on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 now for Holliston.
And again, obviously Holliston would like to score again, but what they really want to do here is get a sustained drive and eat up that clock as much as they can. This is kind of the time of the game where, whoever's winning that line of scrimmage, and the Holliston offensive line is starting to come back and do it again. This is where you lean on those defensive linemen, and they get a little tired because you're pushing them around so much. So see how Hopkinton responds to that.
2nd and 8.
Morrow to Patrick's right. Fake to Morrow.
Oh, fumble.
Sacked, and the ball is loose. And Hopkinton takes over.
Yeah.
Fumble on the play.
Well, what they're doing is they keep sending those guys, and they're doing a nice job. Hopkins is doing a nice job with that blitz, and they're getting in there. They didn't give Charlie any time.
Hopkinton will take over 1st and 10 at the Holliston 20-yard line.
7:39 left to go in the main effort financial 4th quarter with Holliston leading 28-6. Hopkinton with the ball, and they're in scoring position.
So ball's at the 20-yard line for Hopkinton. Petroli to throw again.
Fumble!
Ball's loose.
Pick it up, Oh, don't go down on it. Oh, did they get it back?
Looks like they did.
They did.
McGrath had Petroli. He almost had the fumble.
Ball's fumbled and recovered by
Clasby was there.
What happened was that the Holliston player tried to pick it up, and I think that's why they didn't get on the ball.
Had touchdown dreams on that one, Jay.
Yeah.
Big loss on the play.
See, right there, you gotta just fall there on the ball.
Well, it's
That's
easy
all
to
right.
say.
It's easy for me to say
Because
I'm up here.
you're a young kid and you see the ball bouncing in
I
front
know.
of you.
I would have tried to pick it up. I'll tell you
Want to be a
that.
touchdown hero.
Absolutely.
2nd and 28.
2nd and 28 for Hopkinton.
Here they come again. Right into it. They ran.
Petroli to
Handoff is to Devin Morrissey.
Morrissey.
They ran right into the blitz that time.
Brought down by Paul McGrath. And Warren Greer.
So here now this is where you'll definitely try the outside.
Gain of 1.
Gain of 1 on the play.
3rd and 27.
27.
Let's see if Holliston blitzes or just lays back and tries to intercept.
Petroli goes left. Puts it up deep. Intercepted! Number 2, Austin Rodenheiser on the interception.
Well, I'm going to tell you why that ball was intercepted. That's a great job by Austin Rosa. Just a great job. But that was 100% Paul McGrath on this quarterback. Paul came in there and put the pressure on, made him throw that ball high. And for two reasons. Number one, because it was Paul coming in, and Paul's already blocked one of his passes. And secondly, he's rushing in, which made him release the ball a little bit high, ball up there, and Austin Rodenheiser did the rest. The thing about Paul McGrath at the defensive end now, and you got these guys, this front four is beginning to be able to control that. You don't need all seven. You don't need the three linebackers with them. They'll be able to call the line of scrimmage now, and that's a big deal going in the future, playing these next few games.
Panthers with the ball at the 29-yard line. Murrow up the middle. Bowls over one Hiller. Picks up 8 yards. Clock running with 5:43 to go in the main effort financial fourth quarter. Gaining 9, second down and 1.
Go back to that last play and the interception. And, I know I get kind of excited about this, but when those defensive linemen can control the line of scrimmage, just those 4 guys, it is huge for a defense.
Brodsky.
He got it. Got the first down.
Got the first down.
2 on the play. It's good for a Panthers. First down.
Jake Brodsky, he gets in there now, and his eyes are going to start opening wide if he sees some of those lanes open up, and he wants to get in there and score a touchdown. We know he gets that ball near the end zone. He wants to put it in.
Ball's at the 40-yard line for Holliston. Turnaround pitch to Murrow.
Oh, nice job.
Max Morrow, the ball carrier.
Picks up another 7 or 8 yards.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. 2nd and 2.
Second down and 2, and now you get that running game going with 4:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. The main effort financial fourth quarter.
Yes, of course.
It's not just any old fourth quarter. Sometimes it's just regular fourth quarters, but in this case, it's the main effort financial.
We get to see John Drohan in person.
We did get to see him in person.
He's the voice of girls soccer.
Yeah, does a nice job. His father-in-law brought John along with him. Another first down.
Ball carrier was number
The handoff is to number 24.
24, Lucas Perez.
And this is where you start just running out the clock here.
The gain is good for a Holliston. First down.
They move into Hopkinton territory. Clock stops, so they move the chains and starts running again. 3:30 to go in the main effort financial fourth quarter.
And let's see if we wait for the back judge to give the 10-second. Oh, no.
Brodsky on the hand. No, this is number 33. Kyle Raffy.
Kyle Raffy, there you go. The wrestler. Good kid.
Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8.
Good kid, Kyle Raffy. He changed his uniform number. He came up to me after the Whalen game. So I changed my uniform number.
I know, that messed us up.
It did mess us up because you thought it was one of the freshmen.
I did. That's what I had on my...
Yeah, well, that's who it normally would have been. But he came up and said, I'm number 33 now. Good kid. Clock running, 2:40 left to go.
2nd and 9 for Holliston.
In the main effort financial fourth.
Perez on the pitch. Goes to the right side. Picks up 3 or 4 yards.
Well, we got a second. We want to thank Bruce Guilfoyle. Bruce did this game all by himself. He's running the computer. He's running the camera. Did the setup. He
could do the play-by-play in color, too.
He probably could.
He could. Just put a headset on him.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a headset on.
Well, that
would do the whole thing.
That would save the HCAT a lot of money instead of paying you and I, right?
That's right. Well, no, it actually wouldn't save any money.
Oh, that's right.
Electricity.
You got to be paid to save money. No, Bruce, thanks, buddy. You do a great job.
3rd down and 4 for the Panthers. Under 2 minutes to go in the Main Effort Financial fourth quarter.
So
A direct snap.
So here we go now. You come up, you're 1-0 in the TVL Lodge. We'll check that box. You've won by over 14 points. We'll check that box. And you know, the thing is with these points, and I talk about this all the time, this margin of victory, right now, Holliston in Division 4 has either the 5th or 6th hardest strength of schedule in the whole division.
Right.
But because their margin of victories the 2 losses have been more than 14 and the 2 wins have been more than 14. It's 0 points. In
Brodsky with a beautiful spiral punt. Inside the 5, it's going to die there. Lucas Reed tackled by the Panthers right away. Number 11, Tyler Motter. Big hit there, and Hopkinton's going to be backed up.
So right now, Holliston, the margin of victory is 0, okay? With this win, it'll go up to maybe 2 or 3 or something. That gets added to the strength of schedule. And, you know, what Holliston wants to do is every team you beat, you want them to start winning. Keep winning and winning and winning for that strength of schedule. Because that's what happened last year, and how without getting that margin of victory, that's why Holliston, even though they beat Norwood ended up number 11 in the division, and Holliston ended up number 16, and we had to go down and play Duxbury down there.
Most importantly, the Panthers are securing the title of H-Town.
That's
which
it,
is
right?
very important.
Yep, first things first. You're right,
And
Tom.
started off the Tri-Valley League season with a win.
Big win in the Tri-Valley Lodge, yep. And next week,
One
big
day at a
game.
time, Jay.
Yep. Well, not for me. I don't have that much time. You get to be a certain age, and you're lucky if you're here next Thursday. But
well, next Friday night, here at Kamitian Field,
that's
6
gonna
o'clock,
be,
Ashland Clockers.
Yeah, that's going to be a big game. I don't know.
Big game.
I guess they may play tomorrow night. I don't know when they play, but they're 3-1 coming in.
Right.
So that's going to be a big game. Good team. Coach McKay, always well-coached team. And, you know, they have their running back, the big, the running back too. And I always say his name right, Ozumba. Yes, Ozumba.
Ozumba?
I'll get it right. Sorry,
I
mispronounced your name, but you're a great running back, and he'll be there. He'll be there, and they got a decent quarterback too. So it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight.
Always Ashland and Holliston. Complete to the outside. That's Petit Frere.
You're going to keep him in bounds. Keep that clock is running.
Clock running. He is tackled in bounds.
Tackled by a host of Panthers after a gain of 3-4.
So unless there's a penalty.
30 seconds to go in the Main Effort Financial fourth quarter.
Unless there's a penalty or an incomplete pass, this will probably be the last play of the game.
Completed pass.
Joey's pass is complete to Liam Grady. He's tackled by number 14, Liam Mayra Nolan.
Well, congratulations to these seniors out here.
Yeah, happy senior night here. And, you know, congratulations to the parents, too, the players, the cheerleaders, and the band, the parents.
13 seniors, Rodenheiser, Gimblett, Morrow, Brannigan, Quinn, Farrier, Motter, Nolan, Traver, Daniels, Clasby, and Klein. As the Panthers go to 3-2 on the season with a big 28-6 win.
Okay, so we want to thank Bruce Guilfoyle for all your work again. Thank you very much. Good job, Tom. Final score tonight from Kamitian Field, Holliston 28, Hopkinton 6. We'll see you next Friday here against Ashland. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.